Hello and welcome to the Daria Reactions. I'm Fred. If you're new to the channel, glad that you found us. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. And for those who don't know, what I'm doing is I'm going through each individual episode of Daria one by one. And what is for me essentially is a rewatch. I am old enough to have been in high school when Daria first premiered way back in 1997 when Daria aired its last episode, and I can say it's like and counting the Is It College Yet as the final episode of Daria, that TV movie special aired in 2002. I was well into like the last days of my failed military career. So yeah, so Daria is something that I'm very familiar with. I still have a few pieces of Daria merchandise, and this entire series of reaction series was inspired by the realizing that there were three Daria Funko Pops that were released last year. Now, I have shown off some of my Daria merchandise, but in particular two books, the Daria Diaries and the Daria Database. And it's like I make reference of them and show those off in episode 1 of this series when we went over as Teamsters. Now there is another piece of Daria merchandise I want to talk about here real quick and also explain why I'm not using it for this series. And that is the rather infamous Daria, the complete animated series box set. This is a gorgeous little box set, all right? It's like you have all the principal characters on all the individual discs. It has every single episode plus the movies and stuff. Although the last disc is just like it's these real thin hairs, and this doesn't always holds in there, hence I'm being real careful. And now there's a reason why I'm not using this for this series. It's because none of the disc work on my DVD ROM. You know, the CD-ROM that you have in computers, or even if you buy a USB one that you can plug in and so forth into your computers. I have tried multiple ways to try and get these to work. I have tried different DVD software programs. I've tried everything over the course of the last 10 weeks to try and get these to work, because I believe there are some like DVD extras and stuff on these discs that maybe will be quite interesting to go through. And nope, no dice. Could not get these to work. Now I thought it was just me that was having a problem with playing these on a computer. Nope. Turns out, if you go into the Daria Reddit, the subreddit, I found a thread from 2019 saying that somebody else had the exact same problem, and another person said they had to always wait like 50 to 60 minutes for their DVD-ROM to even register a disc, while every other DVD that they would try and play on their computer would work instantly. So figure that one out. It's a weird encoding issue or something. Maybe how they were made or printed or something or other. I mean, I have tested my DVD player, my DVD-ROM on my computer with multiple different DVDs. Willow, Stripes, Ghostbusters, a lot of movies. And it's like, I again can't use them on my computer. Now I can play these on my DVD player in another portion of the house, but again, it's really frustrating having the actual physical media and not being able to use it. But if anybody has any similar horror stories regarding the Daria Complete Series box set, please put it in the comment section below. Now, with that said, for those who don't know how we could do the episodes here, we have it set up via a streaming service that's quite, I would say, is like tropical in a way. And we turn the composite blur on and off periodically. have the footage and everything that's there. Any audio that you hear is normally going to be coming from my speakers to my microphone, because of how I have things set up. I don't use earbuds or things of that sort. But we do go through the episodes in full here. So this way, if you want to sync up what I'm saying with your own copy of the episodes, you're able to do so. So this way you can know exactly what I'm reacting to at any given time, even though it's clearly going to be here on screen. Now, the episode that we are covering today is titled The Big House, episode 10 of season 1. What do I remember about this episode? Not much. I think this is the episode that opens with the Lawndale high teachers playing against the local DJs, or something to that effect. There's something like that. I think that's involved with this. I might be thinking of another episode here, but I think this is also. But I think the main issue of this episode is that it's an episode where it's Daria and Quinn versus Jake and Helen. Like the Morgendorfer parents trying to put their foot down in relation to disciplining their daughters. So, I think that's what this episode is. If I'm wrong, I'll be happy if I'm wrong, because I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. But still, let's get down to it. And I already sang the intro once. Go back to Steam series if you want to see me to sing the intro. So let's dive into it here. Daria is coming home late. Like, whose car was she getting out of? Quinn's in the bushes. Why are you doing out so late? Through the front door, obviously. My big question is, why is Daria out late? Helen, that's why you love Jake. There's always a tight pants sale going on. It was the 90s. Yes, according to Helen, they suddenly have a curfew because Jake wasn't even aware of it. Funny how I Can't Breathe would become quite topical because of how a lot of police officers would be overzealous. Both. That's, yes, it does. And we search for the other 5 commandments that Moses dropped. And yes, that was a history of the world reference. What does she mean by the use of the word date? Wait, there's some continuity errors with those tablets, actually. Judgment is punishable. Quite extensive there. Huh. Totally busted. Helen is not happy. Daria is smug. Yes. He'll kill him. Eastwood? Jake is taking this rather well. Daria makes a point. Daria makes a fine point there. Oh no. Family court. Only Jane would think of a spanking machine. And I approve. I was right. This was the episode with the with the Longdale teachers versus the DJ roll. Mr. DiMartino is going to have an aneurysm. Somebody help him out. Say what you want about Mr. DiMartino. He cares. About what? I have absolutely no idea. I'm not sure that's healthy. Yes. Look, I don't want to know what Clarence Thomas wears under his robe. Stalin? No, I like Jake, but you know what? He'll make about as good as judge as what's that one idiot down in Florida? Eileen Cannon, I think her name is. Very. Of course she is. On who? Yeah, sorry, not sorry for that joke. Rise, rise. But Daria didn't do anything the second time. His priorities are in order. Like, he's high and mighty. But case in point, there. Gwen gets off rather easily. What? They, who did say that? Hey, it's Kevin. She has to pull it out. She's grounded. Yeah, I am curious what did Daria do to get grounded. Daria, you don't even wear makeup. It clearly went over Kevin's head. You ever notice though that the Morgendorfers eat nothing but lasagna? Sure. Daria can get by easily. She's she has plenty of books. Daria doesn't care, Quinn. Uh-huh. Well, she is grounded. Technically, she should not be on the phone. Jake is not that type of dad. Scrabble, the worst kind of punishment. Right? Incarcerate. Or incarcerated. Is that the Too Cool scene playing in the background of the scene? Uh, Try picking up a book. Wait, what happened to the rest of Daria's books? Helen fell for it. Daria's jamming on that harp. And by harp, I mean harmonica. Nope. Go on and blow on it louder. Wonder what book Daria is reading there. The Iliad? Oh yeah, there is a horse in the Iliad. Yes and no. I am glad that they kind of fixed the issue with Jodie's hair not being something I will comment on with like all the animation errors. Monopoly, the horror, the horror. Then what you want? Jake is trying to get the hustle going. She's busting out. She's busting loose. Wow, 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 wow. How? There's a neighborhood security guy? Okay, so both Morgendorfer parents are working late. It's a good plan. Yes, she is. Yes. Yes, she does. All right. When does Mr. DiMartino drop dead? Yeah, she does look fine. They're going around and round and round and round. Go, DiMartino, go! Bullshit, man! He, he, he took him out at the knees. Gwen is just clonked out. Mrs. Branch laying it in. Wrong room. Oh no, that is the right room. Oh, Daria is now in trouble. We haven't made enough a mockery of it, to be quite honest with you. Yes, they gotta be actual parents. They gotta be out, be with their kids. Yeah, Quinn doesn't understand a damn thing. Yeah, again, gotta respect. She has to respect Daria. She breaking out some Junior Wells tunes on the harp. Kevin is concerned. No, it's not. I thought it was pretty cool. It was Reggie Jefferson. All right, this was a great. This was actually a great little episode, especially once you're remembering what the general gist of it is, with it being Helen and Jake, having to discipline Quinn and Daria. Now, I do have like the odd question though. What, pray tell, would have Daria been up to at the beginning of the episode that would have kept her out late? Because she typically is, not one to. It's like Jane doesn't drive, and that wasn't Trent's car. Was it Upchuck's car? And if it was wow, that's something to consider because Upchuck is the only other person that we know that drives. I think Mac drives. We know Kevin doesn't. I think Mac might. We know Upchuck does, but I would have to double check and say it was that the same car. So many questions there. But still, the whole like back and forth thing, the plea bargaining scene towards the very end of the episode where Daria throws it back at Helen that, okay, you want to enforce the grounded punishment, but to do that, that means Helen either has to like not be so proactive in her career, which she is not exactly going to be willing to do. And same thing with Jake, although Jake, it's I think this was the first instance where we says the word Jake would be working late. And I think it's one of the last instances of it too. Uh, but I'm not 100% sure on that. The whole teachers versus DJ things had his great little moments. Mr. D, feel bad for Mr. DiMartino. It's like he was clearly training. He was smoking cigarettes, but he was training and looked like he was going to do well. And that DJ just reel back and just take him out at the knees. And then you have the payoff is you have Mrs. Branch taking a hold of the same DJ and is beating the crap out of him, which is pretty cool there. Kevin has his nice little moments as well with trying to understand the was like was it the like having concerns for Daria that her parents are doing something to her, some unique experiment. And I like to think that he actually understood that Daria was screwing with him at the very end when she tells him that she has an electronic device put in her head that would attract the gullible boys, and then he realizes he's the only one there. Is that like an instance of Kevin actually getting something? It's something to consider. And as I also mentioned, Jody, no issues with Jody's hair in this episode since she's getting regular screen time. And I think this is actually one of the first instances where you actually see Mac, Jody, Brittany, and Kevin all together in a shot. Normally it would be just 3 of them at a time. Again, I could be wrong on that. Obviously, no fashion club. Anything else actually stood out about this episode? Oh, I mentioned the would want to bring up like Daria's harmonica playing, because as a horrible harp player myself, you can appreciate the effort, but also Daria's musical acumen, because Junior Wells, it was, especially at the time, was definitely one of the best harmonica players out there. You can a lot of his tunes are really, really good. Although I would dare say that if you're looking to listen to like a good harmonica player, look up a guy named Rod Piazza, who definitely had like a number of little small groups with that California jump blues style. He put out like a number of decent records, and he's definitely one of the best harp players I have ever heard. So funny enough, thinking back, it would have been about the time like summer '97. Actually, a little bit after where this episode premiered, where I actually would discover Rod Piazza. It's like one of the hearing a few tunes since my dad was getting into like the radio. The local radio station at around that same time, and so get like access to a whole bunch of CDs. So there's that. So that was episode 10 of Daria season 1. There are 3 episodes left in the season. So we'll probably have this season 1 all knocked out probably like around June 5th, if not sooner, depending on when the casual video, how far behind I am on the casual reviews for the video games on Fridays. And then once we're caught up on that, we'll kind of see like how we'll really handle the Daria reactions going forward. So with that said, leave any comments regarding this particular episode in the comment section below. Obviously, like, subscribe so you don't miss an episode. And again, if you have Daria the complete series on DVD, does it work on your DVD-ROM for your computer? It's like, let me know if you have any horror stories trying to play this on anything other than a standard DVD player. Again, if you have it. So tighten your friendship bracelet, stay safe, have a good one. We'll see you on the next video. Bye.